Hello everyone, in this video we are going to be discussing functions in Tabitha. If this is the first video in this series that you're watching, I highly recommend you go back and check out the Getting Started video. A link will be provided in the description. Tabitha is a procedural language, and so functions are crucial to understanding how to write Tabitha code. Functions typically have a name and a return type. They may also carry a set of arguments. Furthermore, although this won't appear in this video, functions can have associated with them a list of contexts. We haven't covered contexts yet, so try to push this out of your mind for now. The return type is the data type of the value the function gives to the procedure that called it. We have already seen an example of this in the main function of our test program. When the program starts, the main function is called. The value returned from the main function is then passed to the system's exit procedure. This value is called an exit code and is used to indicate whether or not a program has run successfully or not. C programmers in particular should be very familiar with this concept. We can also make use of return values within our own programs. First, we just set up some boilerplate code with an attach external standard statement and a main function like we saw before. In this example, we are introducing an argument list for our function max. Functions can optionally take a list of expressions when they are called. These expressions are used as values within the function. This allows us to define useful operations that can be invoked from anywhere within our program, with potentially different arguments each time we call it. We want this function to be able to decide which of the numbers a or b is the greater one. The critical statement within the max function is a less than b implies return b. This is known as a conditional within Tabitha. The expression a less than b is evaluated, and if it evaluates to true, the code enclosed within the consequence block is executed. Otherwise, we just go on to the next statement. We may now call the max function from our main function and print the result. Observe that we are declaring an integer variable called c and storing the result in that variable. I take this time to note that if anything is ever confusing in any of our examples going forward, then not to worry, each concept will be covered in depth as this series goes on. The final thing for us to do is to test our program by compiling it with a very similar command to what we have seen before. Here I take the liberty of showing the contents of our directories, but of course you don't really need to do this. Let us now run the program. Sure enough, our program reports that out of 3 and 10, 10 is the greater number. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video has been useful to you, and I hope even more that you are excited to learn more about the world of Tabitha. Stay tuned for more videos.